Okay, so who am I here with?
My name's Daniel.
Daniel. Okay, Daniel. How old are you, Daniel?
I'm 46.
46. And where you from?
Here in Bakersfield.
Gotcha.
Born and raised.
So
Away for a while and just came back.
46. Okay, Daniel. How long you been homeless for?
Almost a year.
Okay. And since being out here on the streets, what's some of the struggles and hardships you personally face?
Well, my biggest issue is I can't work because with my epilepsy. I had a seizure behind the wheel of a semi. And I lost my driver's license and a whole bunch of other things kind of just snowballed after that. And that's how I ended up where I am now, pretty much. And I'm just trying to get on disability and do my thing. But until then, just trying to find a safe place to sleep sometimes if there's no room at the mission. Water on a regular basis.
Yup.
In my opinion, is some of the hardest things. And staying away from all the drug activities.
Yeah.
Like, I like to smoke weed, but that's all I do, and I don't like to be around anybody doing anything else. It's kind of hard in certain parts of town to find a place away from that kind of thing.
Gotcha. Yeah, I got a question. So, like, I be noticing, like, a lot of people that's homeless on the streets, they be engaging in, like, alcohol, the weed, the drugs. In particular, when it comes to, like, the smoke, weed and cigarettes, wouldn't that just make you even more dehydrated and lethargic?
It can, yes. I smoke weed. I lie to myself and say it's for the pain, but mostly it's because it helps me deal with the bullshit of being homeless.
Yep. That's you and everyone else, man.
But yeah, sometimes I do have that issue where I'll get a little lethargic and just want to lay around and not do much.
Yeah.
But you gotta just, force yourself to get up and keep pushing forward, man.
I got you.
Standing around is not really an option at the moment. I'm taking today off because I'm really, really tired. But normally I'm out looking for work, trying to make money.
Yeah.
Whatever I can do.
Okay. So, what's some of the steps you've taken to get off the streets?
I apply for work every day. I take work when I can get it. I'm trying to save money.
What's your work experience?
Mostly construction and cooking in restaurants.
Gotcha.
Field work. Most of the work I know how to do now, though, I can't do because of my epilepsy. Insurance says that I'm too high of a risk and won't cover me. And without being able to be covered by an insurance company, most companies won't hire me. So.
Gotcha. Shit, man. So what's some of the how do you get treated and stuff out here?
That's the worst thing, man. People, I get that a good portion of the people out here on the streets are drug addicts and addicted in some way or another, but not everybody is, but we all get treated the same. The backpack is usually the telltale sign that you're homeless, and as soon as they realize you're homeless, their whole attitude towards you changes.
Yeah.
Just a little bit, and they're not as friendly, they're not as nice, and they don't really care about giving you customer service anymore, for example. It is what it is. It's one of the things you gotta deal with, I guess.
Yeah. Man, you ever thought like the shoe would be on the other foot?
What do you mean?
Like from not being homeless to becoming homeless?
Oh yeah. It can happen to anybody. My example is a prime example. Lost my job, didn't have savings to fall back on, and there I am. It is what it is, But at the same time, I'm homeless, but I'm also taking steps to try and start a homeless ministry myself once I get back on my feet.
Yeah.
Because being homeless here, I've noticed a lot of things that I would do differently.
Like
could change.
Okay, so like what?
Well, for example, there's nobody really, except for the mission, to go and get out of the heat or the cold. And they're only open at certain hours, and they kick you out, and they've got a bunch of ridiculous rules, and which I'm all full of rules, man. Rules make society grow. I get that stuff, but they got to understand too, though, that some of the people they're dealing with, severe drug addicts and got severe mental health issues or whatever. And you know, sometimes compassion goes a lot further than strong arm, in my opinion.
Yeah, I got you. Damn. So, my bad. What was your name again, sir?
Danny.
Danny? Daniel? Is that spelled Daniel? Okay, Daniel. So Dan, let's take it back. Like, growing up as a kid, like you have both your parents.
I was raised by my brother. Both my parents are heroin addicts.
Oh damn. Oh shit, man. That must have been a rough upbringing, right?
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't the best, that's for sure.
You know, shout out to grandma. And would you say that, like, you know, not having your parents in your life at a young age, of like, you know,
not having a dad around affected me tremendously, yes.
Yeah, I do
really
think.
Not having anyone to teach me how to be a man,
Uh-huh.
do the things I need to do, I have to do on my own. Been taking care of myself since I was 16.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah, I do think the absence of fathers, especially like raising like young boys, is very detrimental.
Absolutely.
It's you know, a woman can't raise a man. You know, it don't even make sense.
Mean, she can love him, she can do the things, but she can't teach him how to be a man.
Oh. Okay. Would you say though, like not having your parents in your life at a young age may have like predetermined like, you know, your future and stuff?
No, I made some poor choices in life when I was younger. Became a convicted felon, and life's just been kind of hard ever since. I mean,
yeah.
You know, I used to always think that was a cop out. That people would go, oh, you can't find a job when you're. Yeah, it's really true though. It really is. Like, it's amazing how horrible you get treated once you become a convicted felon. And the really sad thing is nowadays it's getting to the point where there's more people convicted of a crime than not.
Yeah. So would you get what age did you get locked up? What did you get locked up for?
I got caught a charge when I was 18 for sleeping with some of my girlfriends who was underage. I didn't actually go to jail or prison for it. I got placed on probation. I've never been in trouble before. And it's not like I was forcing myself on her or anything. She just was under the age of 18. And her stepdad didn't really like it very much. So he called in on me.
Yeah. Damn. Freak. Man, that's a crazy situation to be in. Damn. So like, Daniel, how's your mental and your emotional health?
I've got some mental health issues. I deal with bipolar disorder. I'm not diagnosed with it yet, but I'm pretty sure that I've got some form of PTSD from all the fucked up shit that I've seen in life. And I don't know.
And
I deal with real anxiety issues. That's why I've noticed I've been playing with my stomach the whole time I've been standing and talking. It gives my brain something to think about other than all the bullshit that's going on around me, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, as long as I take my medication, I function halfway normal.
Okay. Hey, man. And you say you was from Bakersfield?
Yeah, born and raised.
Stuff. What school you go to?
Elementary school, I went to Franklin. Junior high, I went to Washington. I started my freshman year at East, and then halfway through, I moved out to Texas.
Gotcha. How was it out there in Texas?
A lot different.
Would you say it's better or worse?
Some things are better, some things are worse. Like where I was living, for example, really humid, really hot in the summertime, really humid. But it was also right on the water, so that was a plus. I kind of miss it out there, to be honest. I'm going back a few times.
Gotcha.
Maybe I will someday. I don't know.
Gotcha, man. So like growing up, like, what was your dreams and your goals? You know.
To make it to the NFL. And I honestly believe that I would have if I wouldn't have gotten hurt my senior year of high school. I hurt my back to the point where I couldn't play anymore.
Damn. I gotcha.
I had scouts from 5 major universities come and watch me play. I really do think I would have made it. I really do. But it is what it is, man. I mean, I've never worked that hard for anything in my life. I'll tell you that much.
Shit, man. Who's your favorite football team?
I'm a Cowboys fan. Always will be.
Cowboys fan. Okay. I'll get it. Damn. So like, great. As of like today, you know, what's your like your goal and stuff? You know.
Short term, to find a job and get off the streets. Long term, save money, start my business, and buy a house.
Gotcha. Do you have any children, wife?
I'm divorced. That's another part of why I'm this way. I'm still struggling to deal with it. It really rocks me really bad. I'm not too ashamed to admit it. But I've got 2 children. They're both grown. My son's 24 or 25, and my daughter's 27.
Damn. You got any advice on relationships?
Learn how to communicate and learn to comprehend what the other one is trying to explain to you. Communication is great, but if someone doesn't understand what you're trying to explain to them, you can communicate till you're blue in the face, and it's not going to do any good. So communication and comprehension, 2 most important things in any relationship, in my opinion.
Gotcha. For your loved ones, you wanna tell them hi? You know, tell them anything you want to say to them, just in case they see this video.
Sure. I mean, my kids know I love them, but I'll say hi, Carly, Peyton. I love y'all. Wish you well.
Gotcha. Okay, Daniel, that concludes the interview. Thank you for your time.
Cool, man.